This is a short video demonstration of ProgrammExpress, a web-based portfolio program and project reporting solution, where our aim is to automate program and project reporting and replace labour-intensive manual processes with a quick-to-implement, simple and intuitive and cost-effective solution. So we're going to log on to a demo site of ProgrammExpress, and we have specifically set up the corporate colour palette and logos for Sainsburys Argos. We're going to log on as an administrator, and you can be an administrator, a write access user, or a read-only user. So if I log on as the administrator, what this will do is will take us into a home screen where we can open up all the projects, programs and portfolios. As an administrator, we have full view of everything within the portfolio. And please remember that the structure that we have set up here for projects, programs and portfolios is purely demo structure, and you can create your own structure with as many sub levels of programs and projects as you so wish. So this is just an example. From this screen, it shows the health of the project data broken down by modules. On this screen shown as icons, but better described through the Updates tab as commentary, plan, resources, costs, benefits, impacts, risks and logs. And from this screen you can also run reports that either you've set up under My Reports under your license, or reports that have been shared with you, probably by the central projects team, the PMO or the program office. Now, ProgrammExpress is very much about simple input and powerful program and portfolio reporting output. And from an input perspective, the experience can be quite different if you want to simplify. And what we can do is we can show a specific project manager who has restricted access to just what they need to do. So they have a filtered role and they have a filtered access to certain projects. So I'm going to log on to the same home screen, same database. I'm going to log on, and it will show the same home screen, but a different view here of the projects where the user has read access to. More importantly, if we toggle to write access, it shows what they have write access to and the modules they are expected to update. And in this case, it's commentary, plan, costs, and risks. So from the user perspective, they'll be expected to select a project, select one of the modules, in this case commentary, see what they said before, make an update, and then move from the narrative update to the planning slide or the planning screen, have a look at the current high-level plan, see what needs to be changed, move through to the costs screen, have a look at the current forecast and the budget, see what needs to be changed, amend it if you need to, and then through to the risks. Have a look at the current risk register, again, see what needs to be amended, make the amendments. Once the user has done that, they will more than likely want to see what their data amendment looks like in terms of a report. So for this example, we'll run a project report. You can run project or program and portfolio reports, but this would be a specific project report, a one-page summary, plan on a page, drops nicely into PowerPoint. And here you can see this project with the RAG status, some planning information, financials, and the commentary threads that have been configured for this specific report. And you can configure and change them to be other different types of commentary threads. So simple experience for the project manager. And then if we log back in as the administrator, same screen that we were in before, but the administrator now knows that all the data has been updated. Again, they can view all projects and they can view all modules. They might be drawn to the reds, so we could filter out the greens and filter out the ambers, and we can start to see where the problem areas are. An example, Project 1C has a problem area in terms of costs, so we can actually drill down to the screen and have a look at what the problem is, oh yeah, we can see that we're 200,000 overspent on this project. Hence, the project is red in terms of cost because it's out of tolerance and it's been auto-ranked as red. So you can do the same for all other projects and modules. More likely, the administrator is going to want to run some higher level program and portfolio reports. So an example, if we click on the portfolio, the top level, this will, whatever report we run now, will produce the data for every single program and project that sits underneath it. So if we run a RAG status summary, this is an Excel style report, replaces the need to manually consolidate into Excel from everybody's highlight report, and automatically you'll see that you've got the project summary information, the columns that we've selected for this specific report, and you can obviously configure different columns and different data if you so wish. That's an example there. And then if we move through to Gantt charts, let's have a look at the plan for every project, one click, and we can now have the program and project plans for every single project below the portfolio. So you'll see here for Gantt chart view, we use the red, amber and green theme for our taskbars. Red meaning it's missed today's deadline, amber meaning it's forecast to be later than was planned or than was expected by the steering group or the governance committee. The same data may be a different view, milestone summary. So here's a slightly higher level view in terms of milestones, more of a timeline report, again, showing all the key milestones, the health in terms of red, amber, green, the expected delivery date. Or one more example, a resource usage summary. Again, Excel style report, but the resources are aligned to the plan, and we can see here all our resources. We can see what projects they've been allocated to, the number of days in the period, this case monthly, it could be weekly, they're expected to work on this project, and it will also show us an aggregation of their allocation over all their projects, and will also show us anything that's out of tolerance where the resource is over allocated in certain periods. So that's just a very short demo. You'll see that we've used the corporate color palette and logo. There's quite a lot of functionality that we can show and demonstrate. We've got documents repository, other functions that we haven't shown, more reporting and dashboarding, more settings, administrator configurations, etc. But that was just a short demo, and having seen that short video, here are the contact details to get back in touch, and the call to action from here would be to arrange a meeting, either webinar or preferably a face-to-face meeting, and potentially plan a pilot implementation. So thank you very much for listening.